Hello Internet and welcome back to my Sky Island playthrough. In the last episode we found our first ever Sky Island mod objective in the game. We picked up a few of these warp shards which we then looked in the crafting menu and realized we could craft things with them. So it doesn't look like these are a currency per se, it looks like they're a crafting material. We then continued exploring. We traveled up a radio tower in hopes that we would find a telescope or some sort of vision increasing item, which would have been great. Unfortunately we found nothing, but it did reveal quite a lot of the map area around us. After that we headed to a lumber camp where we checked out some of their tool storage and stole something by mistake and got them, I think, angry at us, and in fear of dealing with a bunch of axe-wielding maniacs we dropped the tools and then promptly left the area. Now we've traveled up to a light industry location where we found a working cube van which will be able to transport us at least temporarily, and now we're about to loot the place, which is where we come back into the game. So hello Internet, welcome back. Same day as the last recording. I think I have time for one more before we get going here. I don't know if this is going to be a daily series. I'm not sure if I have the time to actually make it a daily series. Unfortunately, with this week in particular being the holidays and things, I do have some obligations. So we're going to loot this light industry. It should be good for tool storage. And like I said, there should be a bookshelf in here somewhere that has books that we would be interested in. So we did get that message about our second pulse, but we have plenty of time, I think. So I'm not super concerned about that. Can you climb this fence? You totally can, so we'll just hop in here. Curved needle, no idea what that's for. Presumably it can be used as a regular needle. I don't know if that's like Kevlar specific or something like that. We do want a saw. Having a sawing quality is always a pretty good thing. I assume this is wood sawing and not metal sawing. Actually has both, which is fantastic. I think in real life, right, you don't use the same blades for a reciprocating saw, right? You would have a metal. I guess you use them for metal. I've never used them for metal. I've only ever used them for wood. So a jackhammer obviously is a valuable item in normal play, but the reality is with our backpack, we're not going to be able to carry this with us. When we teleport back to the island, we would have to carry this in our hands. Probably not going to happen, so we're going to leave that. I guess for the time being, we'll put it in the vehicle, but I'm telling you right now, we're going to drop this basically as soon as we need to. I mean, we might as well look at what else we have. A hot cut. That's a forge item, right? Hot cut? Hardened chisel-like object for metal smithing, used to cut lengths of metal in some metalworking fabrication recipes. Too heavy to pick up. Why? Oh, because we're wielding the jackhammer, which is too big, and we can't climb because it's a jackhammer. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that. We don't need that. I mean, we do kind of want that, but we're not taking that. I guess we'll take the hot cut. Hop over the fence. We don't currently have anything with a prying ability, so we can't pop these things open. We probably can just easily make a crowbar. I suppose we could have just smashed through the fence here. I'm sure someone will have wanted me to do that. We're gonna leave the jackhammer, okay? The reality is we're not gonna make it to our extraction with this vehicle. It's just very unlikely that we're going to find roads or enough open ground to drive all the way over there. It's going to be forest. It's going to be something that blocks our path. So I really don't foresee us being able to take the vehicle, and we're not going to carry a jackhammer the whole way back, I think, even though it's a good item to have. So just, spare me the anger. Sunlight's glare makes it hard to see. Yeah, the sun is the enemy, always has been. Take the battery charger. Let's have a look at the family photo. Maybe it has a description. Photo of a smiling family on a camping trip. One of the parents looks like a cleaner, happier version of a zombie you've seen. Okay, sure it was. I mean, I've only seen like 6 zombies in the entirety of this playthrough, but sure. Book binder. Oh, right, a binder. Like from school. From, like, you remember, like 30 years ago when you were in school and you had binders? Yeah, I remember. What do we got here? Battery charger. I mean, I don't need 6 battery chargers, but I just am in the habit of picking them up whenever I see them because they are such a valuable thing to have. Don't exit the menu. What are you doing? Laptop, absolutely. With a medium battery, always good to find a medium battery. And a laptop. I think, can't you activate these now to read snippets as well? We're looking for, it's in tools, right? Laptop computer. Let's activate that. Use SD card apps. Manage external storage. Dig into local files and logs. Your understanding of computer devices is not good enough to find anything. Can someone explain to me how your computer devices can be so bad that you don't know how to look at local files? Like, literally booting up the computer and having a look at the desktop counts as digging into local files. Come on, man. Stored books? No stored books. I don't know if devices have books pre-stored on them. I'm pretty sure they do. Manage external. Use SD card apps. Okay, so no photos, no music, no monster collections, no download data from memory cards. Well, I don't have any memory cards. Yeah. Okay, you're telling me this laptop has no photos on it. That's it's very believable. Just surely everyone watching this, I'm sure you don't have any files on your computer, any pictures of family members, anything like that. I know I personally have like 16 gigs of family photos from the last like 15 years, but sure, you know, sure. What do we have? Random metal pieces we don't want. They're just going to be heavy and there's no reason. I mean, there is reason for us to take them. We want to be able to craft things in the future, but I just don't foresee us doing that. Do we have a hammer? I don't think we even have a hammer at this point, so I can't even make very easily a crowbar to pop these things. I think you can use, do these have hammering quality? Some of the metals do, yeah. Level 1 hammering quality. How much is a makeshift crowbar? We should search for crowbar. Why would you search for makeshift? There's 100 recipes. Yeah, so all we need is that tool here, this lump of steel, and we need a pipe. So let's wield the lump of steel so we're not damaging our weapon. That would be at the very bottom under miscellaneous crap, right? No, spare parts. There we go. Wield the lump of steel, 12 bash damage, smash the fence. I did see there was a PR about making cumulative damage so that as you smash things, they become easier to smash over time. Not 100% what all that did or if it worked correctly, because I thought maybe that one got unmerged. Let's wait to get our stam back. But if we smash this again, we get a pipe, right? If we smash the fence remainder, yes. So now we don't want to wield. No, you can wield a hammering thing. That's okay. So look for crowbar. Makeshift crowbar. Now, as many of you know, makeshift crowbar used to be like the go-to starter equipment for players in the game, but then it got nerfed to where it couldn't pop doors and windows anymore, but it still has the ability to pry crates. So that's what we wanted that for. Let's start popping crates here. Hopefully we find something good. Drag this out of the way. Too heavy to move. Okay. Can we pull this one? Too heavy for you to budge. Can we climb on these? We can't. So we're not going to be able to access the one in the corner. That's okay. Concrete mixer. Yeah, not taking that. Metallic smoother. Recharging stations. Real good. How big is that? It's 22 pounds and 5 liters. I mean, we do want this. We need to take that. That's really big, though. Electric kiln we don't want. Another cement mixer, not going to do it for me. I guess I'll drag the dang jackhammer out here just to appease the people who will want me to have a jackhammer. So we'll haul that out to the vehicle. And why don't we just plop this on the seat here? It doesn't matter. Like I said, definitely going to be something we end up leaving behind when we're trying to manage space. I don't want to drop the recharging station. I'm afraid to drop anything of value because then I will forget it's in the car when we get rid of the car. So, and make sure we go back to that pipe mace because it is better than the makeshift crowbar. A balloon. Okay, no. Nothing. We have a mop we don't really want. We see a hummingbird, not a big deal. Empty cardboard box. We do want pots and pans. Again, we have nothing back at base. We're going to need the ability to cook, which I was thinking about that, by the way. How do we cook on the Sky Island when we don't have easy access to wood? Because historically, my best way to just cook and have light and everything was just to use a brazier. I know a lot of people use mess kits now because like their batteries or material, I don't know what they use, but they are more common now, so it's less of a big deal. But I usually cook over a fire, but how do we get wood back to the thing? We don't want to take just a whole haul of wood through our extraction point. Like, that's a waste of our inventory space when we need more valuable things. So I was thinking about that, but I don't know what to do about that. So we'll take a pot. I don't think we need like a pan, really. We kind of want to conserve a little bit of space here. Absolutely nothing in the fridge. That is very disappointing. Like I said in the previous episode, apparently the meta is to fill a fridge with items and carry that through the extraction, but we're not going to do that. Gallon jug, always valuable. What do we got here? Just empty, random, miscellaneous garbage. Anything in these? Oh yeah, we don't even have a cash card at this point. That is completely fair. Which is unfortunate because basically everywhere we've been so far is not a location that typically contains a lot of food. And we have not eaten the entire time we've been down here, which has only been an hour and a half, but we're going to need to take some food back with us. And I'm worried about beverages in particular, because again, there's nothing on the Sky Island, so we have to take everything with us. I really wish I had a cash card. We're not going to find one unless we fight a zombie, which we haven't seen any zombies. Pneumatic knowledge, amusing. So we did get a few books, which is something. Search the desks. Sometimes they have sodas in them, or used to. When I used to play all the time, they did. Saw something. What is this? No, just more miscellaneous trash we don't really care about. A lot of stuff here. Battery charger. Rural Digest Examiner. That's not something we need, right? Read the books covering regional events. Yeah, you know what doesn't matter in the apocalypse? Regional events. Got a quarter. Can't use a quarter in a vending machine. They have to be used with cash cards, I believe. Unfortunately, another laptop we'll take, I guess. We can just drop the battery. Or we can just take the battery if we don't want to carry the laptop with us. More books. Too heavy to pick up. Yeah, so now we're encountering the other limitation of our character's ability to carry things, which is the weight. Instead of just the volume, it's the weight. So let's drop some of the miscellaneous tools we picked up previously that we don't really need. Like a box cutting knife. I don't think we need a really basic butchery cutting object. We have pocket knives, which are also like really basic versions of that, has a better butchering quality, and etc. I mean, I guess I should do this on camera. I was gonna say I'll do this off camera. We don't really need the candle, but we might as well. We definitely don't need flares. We don't need 3 flashlights. We can drop some of those and just keep the batteries. In fact, this one can go completely. It's a disposable battery with only 6 charge left. Excuse me. We really don't need the flint and steel because we have lighters and things. Folding knife we'll keep for now. Glow stick I don't need. Heavy flashlight is what we'll keep, and we can dispose of these if we have to. We don't really need the hot cut, although I imagine that's a hard item to find. Maybe we should hang on to that. One of the laptops can go. We'll just take the battery. We don't need 3 pairs of locking pliers. We don't need 3 multi-tools. Actually, these are pretty small, right? Yeah, we'll keep those in our pocket. That way we have multiple, and we can always take one on our next expedition. We can get rid of the lug wrench. They're relatively easy to find, and we're not going to have a vehicle long term anyway. I want the saw for sure. We can't get rid of that. We don't need 2 rubber hoses. We don't need 2 screwdrivers or 2 screwdriver sets, although again, nice things to have and take with you. Sewing kit we definitely want. We don't need 2 adjustable wrenches. Socket wrenches, I'm not sure what all these use. They are just a regular bolt turning quality, so they can be used basically for anything the wrench would be used for. In fact, they're probably better than the wrench is, I imagine. Fine bolt of 1 and bolt turning of 2. Yeah, so it is better. Tongue and groove pliers. I don't know what all of these are required if we ever get a forge up and running, so I'm afraid to get rid of some of these pieces. That should shed a little bit of weight, but not very much at all. So let's unload some of these flashlights. I do want to keep a flashlight, at least one, because I know the base level flashlights can be used for crafting some things, so we'll get rid of one of them. Definitely keeping the batteries. Unload the lesser of the laptop computers, I guess, and drop that, although we didn't check it for books and stuff. Probably not a big deal, right? I don't think most electronics have books on them. Okay, let's sift through more. I think we have clothes that we can drop that we don't really need. We're going to keep the protein rations. Not sure where we picked those up, but it's like our only food item at the moment. We really don't need the drugs as well. I thought we had dropped these when we lost our backpack. I guess they were in the pockets of our clothes. These are not very heavy, though. Actually, rolling tobacco? Oh, no, it's only 6. I saw this. Oh, that's the remaining volume. Gotcha. We don't need to worry about any of that. Sorry if this is boring. I'm sure most of you don't like looking at inventory management. Certainly not the most exciting part of our run through here. These are very small, like USB chargers. They're not an issue. The recharging station, like, the battery charger is fine. We don't need a recharging station per se. We could just use the battery charger. But this is like the fastest charging option, which we would like to have in our base as a static recharging method. But it is really big and really heavy. I guess we'll drop that. Let me look at, if we want to construct, oh geez, I'm looking for appliances. These have been really expanded. So we're looking for charge, anything with charging. So we can just have either one. It's just that the recharging station is faster and maybe can charge more batteries at a time. I'm not sure. And we can craft, no, we were not skilled enough to craft the charging station. I'm going to leave it behind because it's like 20 pounds. I'm sure some people won't like that. We definitely can get rid of that lump of steel, get rid of a rock. We only picked that up for, I don't know why. And we don't need a lot of these clothes. So we'll get rid of, we have leather gloves. We don't need to work gloves. I'm never going to use a canteen. I know some people love them. I just am not going to use it. It is currently one of our only items that can store liquids, but we're going to get rid of that. We'll get rid of the t-shirt. And the hockey mask I didn't even look at. We put on the dust mask instead. It has great protection values, protecting the eye and the mouth. Encumbrance is 12 on the mouth. That's not great. I don't love that. I don't think we're going to wear that. I'm sure someone would want me to. And it's like for memery, right? But what does the encumbrance on a mouth do? Breathing score is lower. Reloading movement point cost. What? Why? Mouth. How do we see more of this window? There we go. Stamina regen 95%. So 15. Let's put on the mask. Oh, we can't because we're wearing the goggles. Let's try on the mask and see how that affects our mouth encumbrance. Stamina regen 79%. Yeah, we're not going to do that. I'm sure just because it's better protection, it probably is a fine item, but we're not going to wear that. Put those safety glasses back on. We're going to keep mouth encumbrance low. We really don't want anything to hinder our stamina. That's like a huge deal. So anyway, let's get back to looting. Sorry, internet. I'm sure inventory management, definitely not the most exciting part of a Let's Play. We definitely want those books, and we'll flip over to the other side of the light industry and see what that has to offer. I don't think you can find ID cards in the trash or anything like that. Cash cards, I mean. So probably we're not going to be able to get in the vending machines. I think if you smash them, geez, don't they set off an alarm? We are in the middle of nowhere. I guess we could just smash them because we do want some food. We have no food on us. Which is a problem. At the very least, we want to eat and drink our fill while we're down here on the ground, so when we go back to Sky Island, it's not us starving to death, but we'll try to smash them when we're ready to leave here. For now, let's just go through kind of the same process we just did, which is to search all this random crap. Bottle jack, propane tanks. Man, propane would be nice to have as well, but we can't carry a whole mess of propane with us. These are small tanks. 5 volume. Only 1.5 pounds. I think we'll take them because right now the weight is the limitation more than the volume. I don't know, man. Masonry saw. It doesn't have any cutting qualities. Not sure what the point of this is unless I'm not seeing something. Hedge trimmer, we don't care. We already have one of those. Hacksaw definitely take. Hammer definitely take because we didn't have either of those items. We don't need another flashlight, but we will take the battery out of it and we'll pick that up. Oh, we automatically pick that up. Good news. Hop over here. See what else we got. Circuit board. Again, this miscellaneous trash is like not very voluminous or heavy. And it is nice to have electronic scrap, but we don't desperately need these things right now. We're not going to be crafting electronics for a long time because we have no skills essentially. Bathroom, nothing. Check the locker, nothing. Table, nothing. Okay. We'll check the other side where the bookcases are. Because again, that's like the main reason I wanted to come by here. Bullet point. Small magazine about ammo and firearms. How to choose, use, and maintain them properly. I can't tell if it has recipes or not. It is red, so we'll take that. It's either a skill or recipe magazine. And then we'll check for duplicate books as well before we leave to free up a little bit of space. But not even worth it to check these desks in most situations. But, you know, habits are habits. Don't need a like an 8th battery charger at this point. Those are way more common than I remember them being. Looks like another laptop. Let's check this one for items again. I don't know if you can find books by default on these laptop computers. It combines them in this stack. So presumably they're identical, otherwise they wouldn't be combined like that. Because we can't, can you activate them individually? No. I thought if you, yes, okay. So activate the lesser one, no books, okay, so not an issue, we'll drop that one. We'll unload it actually to keep the battery, we'll drop the excess laptop. I'm sure most of the weight of a laptop is probably, like, quite a lot of it comes from the battery. Maybe not most of it, but... Continue searching about. We already checked down here. Check the last office. Nothing, nothing, nothing. More books. I do think we have at least one duplicate in there. Fletcher's Friend is an interesting find, although we're probably not going to use bows. We have absolutely no chance of opening this safe, and we don't have anything, like, strong enough to really... smash through it or whatever the meta is to get through it these days. Got another laptop that I missed, I guess. I don't know if I should be checking every one of these or not. Check this. Stored books, no books. Okay, so unload that one as well. Okay, so let's have a look at these vending machines. Interlocking, no, wrong thing. An upright metal cabinet with a see-through door. Goods inside can be yours if you have enough money on a cash card. Do you have things in you? You do. I don't know what it takes to smash through a vending machine. Our highest bash item is probably that makeshift crowbar, which I think I dropped anyway. I don't know if any of this is good enough to get through. I don't know if any of that's good enough to get through the vending machine, but we'll give it a shot. Just smash a bit, see if there's an alarm or anything that goes off. I swear these had alarms previously. You hear glass breaking. Great. Oh, and we got in. Okay, fantastic news. We're going to take a lot of this crap with us. Now, many of these items are not heavy, they're not very voluminous, but they also are extremely low value. So we'll pick up the things that are like really high value, like the cracklins. Those have an enormous amount of calories for the size of them. I think fried seeds are like almost nothing, but they're kind of regular food, so we'll take that because we don't want to eat a bunch of trash food either and get sick or have our health drop or whatever. Everything else is a snack food, unfortunately. Let's have a look at the eat menu to see like what the high value things are. I wish these were separated by what's on my person and what's beside me. Isn't there a button? Is it a sort? No. Not a sort button. We have search. There are keybinds for this menu. Organize contents with I. Oh Lord, no. I have no idea how to use this menu. Let's never look at that again. So unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a way to toggle the categories or whatever. Category selection, T. No, that's just to select all of them in a category. So we know these are already picked up. We know we picked up the cracklins and the meat jerky. So everything else should be on the tile next to us. So the highest value tortilla chips are enormous in value, but have, yeah, they're fine. We don't care about -10 quench. It's weird that tortilla chips are way more dehydrating than potato chips. Are they in real life? I have no idea. Chocolate covered pretzels and looks like just well, that's in our inventory. The protein ration is. So we'll take everything that's not like Necco wafers we don't need, right? Let's just take all the nuts and candy and everything because why not? We have the space for them and we can drop them later if we really need to. We should still be wielding an adjustable wrench. Why am I in minimal pain? Did I somehow cut myself breaking? No. Just in minimal pain for some reason. Okay. We're going to smash the other vending machine. I mean, we're going to do this for all 4 of them, I guess. The adjustable wrench is damaged by the force of the blow. Yeah, so this is why we're not using our pipe wrench, and it's why we are using an item that we have duplicates of, because we have 2 adjustable wrenches. So we'll keep trying. We did break the glass, so we'll get our stam back. Same thing here, just going to drink everything, or take everything. Oh, we're overweight now. Yeah, so it makes sense that the beverages are all a lot more heavier things. So let's take basically the stuff that's like not super sweet sugar. We'll take the water, of course, with the fruit juice, the pineapple juice, the things that are like more traditional drinks, juices and waters. And we're going to leave a lot of the soda. We can drink our fill now, and this gives the added benefit because, of course, soda contains a great deal of calories. So I really hate that this can't be sorted. I thought this was based on tiles, but it looks like it's based on categories. I really feel like there's a way to display this based on tiles, but I don't know what it is. So we're just gonna eat a bunch of the soda. So cream soda, ton of calories in real life, apparently not in game as much, but it does give us calories and it gives us something to drink. So we will basically drink our fill. I don't like drinking energy things in the game because I don't know exactly how they affect your sleep stuff. I don't want to mess with that. Grape drink and some soda, I guess, lemon lime soda. Satisfied and slaked and full and hydrated. Great. We'll do the same at the other side here. I suppose we could dump a lot of this in our vehicle, but we don't necessarily have to do that, I guess, since we're trying to keep things in our inventory. Smash here. I'm more interested in the food because we become, of course, like water in general is very easy to come by. So if we had to like be dehydrated in our base, we could, of course, in any expedition, pop down and find water basically immediately. But if we're out in the woods and we don't really have the opportunity to find food, that's a little bit different. Or at least that's my thinking of it now. Maybe that's completely incorrect. But popcorn, a lot of things. Oh, we're now too heavy to pick up a lot of these objects. That is fine. I guess some items were not picked up. Yeah, I assume we're overweight now at this point. I mean, we can put on the jacket, but it doesn't solve our weight issues. It just solves, volume issues by putting it on our person. Because we're not wearing a jacket. I dropped some stuff. I don't really know what to look for here. I just wanted to make room for the higher value things like the meat jerky and cracklins. Everything else can stay, really. Pretzels, again, have a high calorie count, but I'm not super worried about that. And I think that's like enough food at the moment. We're light on beverages, but because weight is such a concern, that's where most of the beverage, stuff is dealing with the weight. I think we're just going to straight up drop this wrench here and go back to our pipe mace, and that'll be that. I think we're ready to move on here. This took much longer than expected to sift through this. And again, I know we can dump things in our vehicle, but I'm just going to forget to take them with me, I guess, and then we would just have to sift through them when we're ready to evac anyway. I like the idea of just keeping my inventory tight and like knowing that like when we get to extraction, these are the things we're going to take. And then as we find higher value things, we will drop more of the crap we don't actually need. In fact, I see we have a duplicate book, so that one obviously can go and spare us a pound or two as well. So, or however, I have no idea how heavy a book is. Probably not a pound or two, but all right. And we're going to head off for the evac shelter. You failed to start. Of course you did. Okay. First time driving in quite a long time. No display part at mount. Yeah, no, I don't have any idea what that means. And we're just going to head over to the evac shelter, try to grab a solar panel. No idea how we're going to make space for that. Obviously, weight is going to be a huge issue moving forward. That moose, hello, goodbye, moose. Have a good existence. Very choppy moving through here. Very strange. What is this? An engine just hanging out in the road. Of course it is. People leaving their engines laying around. Probably shouldn't have driven over an engine in the road, but whatever. Okay, coming up on the evac shelter. These should be right. They're always safe. I don't think there's anything. I hate driving like that. We have to park in a cardinal direction so the vehicle looks right. Otherwise, it's going to bother me. Got a message saying we have 5 pulses left. 5 more pulses, which would be 45 minutes times 5, which, good for you if you can do math. So unfortunately, this is one of the destroyed evac shelters, so we're not going to find... I was going to bring protein rations because they're high calories, even if they are bad to eat. And he has a gun. Wants to talk. Okay, I never noticed that before. Neutral wants to talk. So he probably has a mission. I'm short of breath. Yeah, he needs an inhaler. What's the matter, buddy? You're asthmatic. I need you to get an inhaler. I'm afraid to say no because I don't know if some of them get hostile if you say no. So I'll just say I'll do it. Got any advice? Check pharmacies. Okay, buddy. Stay safe out there. Plastic bottle. Yeah, so this is looted. There's not going to be stuff. There should still be a solar panel on the roof, I think. Emergency blanket. That too, man. I never got a bed or blankets or anything that we're going to need for our base. I don't know how to carry all this stuff back. Even with another backpack, we would still be so overweight that we wouldn't be able to really do anything. I guess we'll take the protein rations. Again, these are very high calories. They're just not good to eat. They have a specific morale debuff that's unique to them, but we don't really care about that. Our main focus is we want to make sure we have calories and beverages when we get back to base. So we'll grab that, I guess. An empty thermos. Can't boil in a thermos. I asked someone that the other day, thinking they were like these old-fashioned big metal furnaces or thermoses, but apparently they're not. Really all we're looking for is protein rations here, and we're gonna have a look at the survivor note because some of these are terrible. Are they still human inside? I mean, they're human on the outside. They just, you know, are empty inside. That's the whole point of the dead, is that they look just like us, but they're different. Pretty sure zombies are so popular because it allows people to kill basically human beings in video games without the guilt of knowing that they're killing human beings. I think there's a sort of morbid fascination with it. In addition to the fact that like zombies were used as to get around censorship for a long time. First aid kit's super good. Didn't expect to find one down here because of it being looted. Super good because it comes with, oh no, we already have first aid 1. I was gonna say it comes with a booklet that gets you to first aid 1, and then obviously the medical supplies are all absolutely amazing. How heavy are you? You're about 3 pounds. Obviously we're taking this. There's no way around that. I just wasn't sure if I wanted the box because I don't know if they're cardboard boxes or like a metal box or how that works. Let's search first aid kit box. Yes. It is 3.6 pounds, but I'm assuming that is including, oh no. So it's wait a minute. Volume 2.7, weight 3.2. So the weight is from what's inside of it. It's not because of the box itself. I don't know how to see the box itself's weight because it changes as you put stuff in it, right? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. But it looks like there are 2 for some reason. So there must be a second one around here somewhere. Or did I already have one? Because when I search in my inventory it says I have 2. Do I really have 2? Were there 2 on that pile and I picked them both up? Okay. I mean, that's amazing. That's great news. Random stuff. Grab the soap. I mean, whatever. Not that big of a deal, but take every protein ration we find. So we're good on food at this point. Between the snacks and the protein rations, we're good on food. It's just the morale debuff from the rations. We want to go upstairs to check the solar panel. Again, no idea if we can even carry the thing. And I really don't want to destroy my pipe mace, but we can make another one with the materials in this shelter. So we will smash with the pipe mace because it has a higher bash value. We do have to smash all the way through the door. So no damage on our pipe mace. Good news. Pop up top. Rest to get rid of the stam sound. Don't need the doll. Probably we don't need the battery, right? I think we're good. Got some whiskey. Can't fit it in any pocket. Really? Okay. I mean, we don't need whiskey. I will let you take a shot though. Just because it's the zombie apocalypse and you're getting teleported around by supernatural powers. So you can take a hit of whiskey. Why not? Okay. Solar panel. Deconstruct. What is it? Deconstruct. If I just open the menu again, it should be at the top. Deconstruct furniture. Prying of 1, screwdriving of 1. So do we still have that makeshift crowbar on us? Is that where that prying is coming from? I meant to drop that because we really don't need it. It's not in the list unless it appears elsewhere. We do. It's under spare parts. Why would a crowbar be under spare parts? What a dumb choice that is. So we're going to drop that because that alone is 1.5 pounds and some volume that we don't really need and we can make one of these basically no matter where we are in the game. Solar panel array. Oh joy. So we do want one of these for our base back home because they're a crucial part of power. Just a very easy way to get power. Obviously, we could take back an engine or something and make a generator, but it's 50 liters, which means it is essentially not something we're going to be able to take with us. We would have to carry it in our hands. We can do that, but I also think we need to take a mattress back so we have a place to sleep, because crafting the bed would require a lot more work. Bed. Makeshift bed, 4 planks, 6 nails, and some blankets. I guess that's not too hard to make. We don't have Fab 2 though. Straw bed is a lower tier, but we're not gonna probably find straw or withered plants or whatever. Everything else, planks and nails. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to carry 12 planks back to base. So the easiest thing to do would be to take a mattress with us, which we can deploy on the floor as a sleeping place. I don't think you can make a cot. Yeah, so no cot. So unless we found a cot, which that also is a large item we would have to carry in our hands. Oh, I don't really know what to do about that. Do we want this? I mean, we'll take the solar panel, but we're not going to be able to carry it back to base, I think. We would rather have the mattress. We need to secure our basic needs before we start worrying about things like solar energy and stuff. That's going to take us a long time to craft all the pieces together anyway. But we will take it, because if I don't, I don't know, people will be mad probably. Internet's always mad. So nothing really in this shelter. Obviously, we're not taking the NPC with us. I don't even know if we can bring back NPCs, and even if we could, this guy has asthma. We would have to find him an inhaler, or he's going to die anyway. So just going to move on. In fact, why don't we call the episode there? I did not get much done in this episode. People keep telling me, don't worry about it, just play, and we enjoy the journey, and we enjoy watching you, and it's kind of like a tutorial almost, which sometimes it is, but I still wish I could get more done in an episode. The game is such a long game, when you set out to play Cataclysm, you end up playing a save for 50 hours, or 100 hours, and it just, oh boy, it takes a long time. Okay, so in the next episode, we will probably swing by the refugee center. Previously, we were going to go there to look for a vehicle to hopefully aid us with transportation. At this point, our inventory is pretty full up, but we'll have a look through their gear. Maybe we can, snag some food or something out from under them. If not, we'll at least say hello to Dino Dave and some of the others. And then we're going to probably just head off towards our extraction point, because we're pretty full up, even though we don't have the most high value gear that we could possibly have. So for now, I think that's it for the episode. Everyone, thank you for watching. Feel free to leave me comments about things that I missed or that were important. I do really need to relearn how to play the game. I know a lot about the game, but you forget a lot of stuff. So if there was anything in particular that bothered you or a mistake I made, I know I'm inviting criticism, but yeah, let me know in the comments. For now, though, that's it for the episode. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself, and I'll be back soon with some more Sky Island. Thanks for being here. See you next time.